Look at the fountain, the disco. A little more limbo, a little more shango.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening once again. Welcome to Oui Culture. Yes, it's Friday evening. And, of course, I'm sure by now everyone is in front of the television or, if you're out, you have your phone. Like if you're under some telephone post with a street light or something, or wherever you have your phone and you're making sure you... Wait now, I find my headphone. Wait now, my headphone giving trouble on. When I'm coming up to there, I fall around in front of me. I don't know if you. Well, anyway, all right, you walk it down. Good. Yeah, I think we have it. Right, people. Yes, indeed. So tonight, I tell you, we have a good time. I am happy to have you all, our viewers on GBN TV, our friends on Facebook and YouTube, and of course, our listeners on K105 FM. I ain't talking plenty. The team is here. Well, of course, I'm happy to announce that, after I talked to Scholar last week, he agreed to allow Reece a little thing, and so you early tonight, Doc here, but of course Reece has taken up her usual thing. She's not here yet, but she will be here. Doc, what happened, boy? Doc, what you say? Man, you're muted, but
You wait until you see I put in the cup in my mouth. What kind of manners is that?
But I wait until I see you put cup in your mouth.
So good night to all the listeners, to all the listeners on all the various medium. We are here again tonight. Hopefully we'll have a bumper time. I'm missing the Queen already, so I hope she would hasten her step and join us quickly. So there we here. So again, the team is here. The team are here. I'm ready to go.
Finley, man.
Well, I could tell you what happened to the Queen here.
I figure I know too. But anyway,
I could tell you what happened to the Queen. The Queen says she going to have funeral and go have Elsia Ferguson funeral. By the way, she was laid to rest today.
Yeah, may also rest in peace.
I think Doc was down there too. Doc, Doc attend on We Culture behalf.
Well, he's supposed to.
Yeah, because Reece is a go woman, but from what I understand a black fowl, was skanking going down with the procession. That's what I understand. And so Reece had to receive chasing black fowl. So after you chase black fowl, you never know what will happen to you. Yeah. So
next thing she end up in some kind of next thing the black folk bring her in a old bamboo stool.
Well, I ain't posting and saying she'll be here, but I'm not so sure. I'm waiting to see, because when you go in that black fowl, and then she says she see two other black fowl. After she chased the one, she see two others. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I ain't worried, because you have to remember too that the first place black fall emerged is in Guav, That's the first place. That cannot lay claim to black fall for Africa tonight. I show black fall born in Guav. That's the first place a black fall was seen. So I ain't worried. I ain't worried about you seeing black fall. If you have black fall somewhere else, then it's a different story. But Guav is the.
Well, for all you know, sometimes it's black fall or that in Guav.
I was black fall. No, I agree. I mean, definitely. I mean, it is amazing, and it kind of fits in well into our discussion tonight. The power of belief, and what that can.
But maybe, Godfrey, before you even go into that, I just want to comment on something I saw today, because I actually was in the funeral today. And the tribute that was given to Elsie Ferguson is one seriously befitting of a queen. It's unfortunate the whole of Grenada was not present to witness some of the talents of the many people that actually sang. And I heard some solo performed this afternoon, and they really blew my mind. Like Grenada had so much talent in this small place, and I saw the tentacles of her exploit, the work that she did. To see people like the Andy Bain and the, who has his own band, and the Harper guy, who has his own music school, and some other people that I probably would not know. I saw Cheryl, I think she was on the program for the first time, and yes, listening to her is one thing on the thing, but listen to her, hearing her sing, totally amazing. So I just want to say just that ceremony, that talent, that exposition of talent, Karim and those guys, and then was totally off the hook. So I just thought I needed to say that.
Well, no, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I looked at it because the good thing is that it was streamed. So I looked at it. Halim Brizan and Randall Robinson, all those guys were actually there. And I saw a plethora of ladies. Some who I never knew used to really sing anything.
Yes, used to be in quick.
In the thing, Judy Lewis and all them, I see them crowing as thing are good. I mean, and here we're talking about foul again. These people really crowed, and to me, the one that really had me honestly was the same sing Cheryl. Wow. She
blew me.
Yeah. That was her rendition. And then Kwaku in Pan, and it was just a nice vibes. They had PBC choir. I think they were there too. A section of PBC boys and so on. So it was just an expose of musical talents and so on. Sure.
Indeed. All right. Yes. I mean, that's how you send off a legend, someone who has contributed so much. That's the kind of send off you want to give. But guys, I was right. The black folk couldn't do Reece nothing, so she's here. Reece. You say, scholar say, show. A black folk lead you in some old kind of bamboo slow some kind of thing and do some kind of thing. But tell them, I quickly came to your defense and I said, listen, that can't work because Black Fall the first place Black Fall show up itself was in Guav, so that ain't go do nothing.
In the first place, I'll just say good night to everyone that's tuned in and all of that. And secondly, you don't holding me with you defending me with crap.
But I
you
did.
Don't defend me with nothing.
But I did. I said the black folk can't do nothing.
I ain't saying the God of Tebe ain't saying thing,
No,
you don't defend me.
But how you mean I defend? Ask Doc. Doc, I defend Reece.
Nah, you don't defend Reece.
You're trying. So no, you don't try that. Because how he's saying that, Reece? Because scholar tell him is black fall and have him in Guav. That's why he's saying I defend you. So he did, but I nothing.
Black fall have him in Guav?
Yeah.
You're probably right.
What?
He come to the funeral, I see him. I see all the way he sit down. I can't miss him. But go sending me text telling me about, when you're in crowd that doesn't see you, that doesn't identify you. I don't understand.
Every time you see
but you see,
she's looking different.
No, but hold on. Let me clear something up for you here. I have to understand too, you know. Sometimes you could see somebody, but it's not the person you see, you know. Like I could watch Scholar. Now I know it's Scholar, but I ain't seen Scholar. Next thing I might be seeing, you never know. Next thing I see somebody. Next thing I see Rootsman Kelly. I see Raymond I see somebody else. So you see, don't go to hand him for that because you never know what you see.
I don't know how come the fact that is happening just too often. He never ever noticing that I am here. I always have to present myself. I just find this is unbecoming.
Proper.
You see, you heard that Doc said?
What?
Doc said, every time he see you, you're looking different.
I know that.
Doc said that, you know.
I know that.
I mean, what kind is that?
When I'm on the program, it doesn't know it's me.
When you're taking basket from Skull and them, don't take no basket, don't let them put no distance between us. Reece, me and you talk about that already, man. What kind of thing is that?
I'm taking gas.
Anyway.
When then you Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Anyway, as I was saying, you see, before you, the Black Fall released you, and you entered the program. I was saying the little discussion we had fitted well into our program because we plan on talking about the power of belief, and I think in recent weeks we've seen that, we've seen it manifested in Grenada in a big way. In fact, we've been seeing signs of that. I mean, since about maybe about a year and something ago. You remember, that's not the first time we have that kind of thing happening in Grenada. You understand? I mean, and maybe one of us know very well about it. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But anyway, there's been a lot happening, and now we're hearing about this the lady pastor. Is that lady pastor?
Yeah, pastor.
Like in everything, women are taking over.
Right. Yeah, so a lot has been happening, and there's been a lot of talk, social media, news. One night, that might take about half a GBN news because all kind of different angle of the story and all kind of thing. And then the latest now is the emergence of poultry, black poultry. You know?
Watch. I'm going up to the funeral. I ain't lying. I don't know lie.
Well, hold on, let me check.
Everybody that know Central Departing Street, when you reach by 2% body, a black man just fly across the car. And I was on the phone with somebody. I said, what just happened here? When I'm passing back after the funeral now, while procession going on, I see two fowl in the same area. Black again. And like they lie me, They lie me.
Watch, let me tell you. So for people who not familiar with it, we have the video lineup. We go share it with you so at least you could be more in tune what we're talking about. But the lotto is ready, so we're gonna take the break. When we come back, we go in cock speed ahead. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the tri-island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matterson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico Pitamatic Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Well, good evening and welcome. It's time for the National Lottery Authority's Daily Pick 3 evening draw for today, Friday, the 13th of October, 2023. I'm Lexan Fletcher, and I'll be your draw hostess for this evening. I've got Miss Keneve Edwards standing in with me this evening. She's representing RSO and Company Limited Accountants and Advisors. Miss Edwards is here to ensure the games are conducted in a fair and accountable manner, that the game balls have not been tampered with and are within industry standards. Well, don't forget, with the Pick 3 game, you can bet as little as $1 on inline, mix, and pair tickets, and from $2 on backup tickets. All right, let's find out what the winning numbers will be for this evening. It pays to play. Good luck to you. And the first ball up is, yes, first is 9. The second is 3. And the final is 7. Let's recap the numbers. First number up was 9, the second 3, final was 7. Well, if you're a winner this evening, congratulations to you. And we also had some winners from the midday draw. We had a total of 41 winners. Total paid was $6,215. Congrats to you again. Do stay tuned. You know the drill. Up next, Playway with Multi-X. We'll see you then.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the Multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add Multi-X to your Playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Welcome back. It is the evening draw for Playway with Multi-X for today, Friday, the 13th of October, 2023. I've got Ms. Keneve Edwards with me once again. She's representing RSO and Company Limited, Accountants and Advisors. Now, don't forget, with the Playway game, all you got to do is bet as little as $1 up to $10 or in increments on any number or dream symbol of your choice and get to win 24 times the amount you bet. That's $24 for every dollar spent. All right, let's find out what the winning Playway number will be for this evening. Value your dreams, win your way with Playway. Good luck. And this evening's winning Playway number is the winning Playway number for this evening is 36. That's 36. The dream symbol is vagrant. If you're a winner this evening, congratulations to you. And it's time to move on to Playway, of course, Multi-X. Just to remind you, though, the Drop 2X promotion is still ongoing up until the 20th of this month. It's fewer free plays and, of course, no more 2X. And you get to win as much as 5 times more. So hope you place your bets for this evening. Good luck to you. And the winning Multi-X ball is... Multi-X ball is 3X. That's 3X, of course. If you went ahead and placed your bet, congratulations to you. And congrats also to our midday winners. We had a total of 444 winners. The total payout was $43,104. Congrats again. Up next, cash for draw. We'll see you then.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your your playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Welcome back once again. It is a daily cash flow draw for this evening, Friday, the 13th of October, 2023. Of course, joining me once again is Ms. Kanife Edwards. She's representing RSO and Company Limited Accountants and Advisors. With the cash flow game, you can bet as little as $1 on most of the bet types, with the exception of backup, in which case you bet $2. So hope you got your tickets. Let's find out who the winning numbers will be for this evening. It's more plays, bigger prizes. Good luck. Number up is first is 6, second 7, third 36, and the final. Final is 7. All right, let's recap. First ball up was 6, the second 7, third 6, final 7. Congratulations to you, of course, if you're a winner this evening. And we had a total of 23 winners from the midday draw. Total payout is $19,200. Congrats again. Hope you got your tickets for Lotto Draw. The estimated jackpot for this evening is $218,000. We'll see you then.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Good evening once again. It's time for the National Lottery Authority's Lotto Draw number 3569 for this evening, Friday, the 13th of October, 2023. The estimated jackpot for this evening is $218,000. Well, joining me once again is Ms. Kanife Edwards. She's representing RSO and Company Limited Accountants and Advisors. All right, as we always do, firstly, let's find out what the free ticket letter will be for this evening. If you got your tickets, good luck. This evening is the letter L as in Lotto. That's L as in Lotto. And it's time to find out what the 5 winning numbers will be for $218,000 to all our players who place their bets tonight. Good luck to you. It's time to recap. The free ticket to the letter was L as in Lotto. That's L as in Lotto. And the 5 winning numbers for $218,000. Let's recap. Double check your tickets carefully. First number up was 19, 1919. The second 29, 29, 29. Third 15, 1515. The fourth was 10, 1010. And the final was 3, 033. Well, congratulations. If you have these numbers, you are a winner, $218,000. Well, urging you to get your tickets. We're here tomorrow, God's will. It's Saturday, but do get your tickets and do continue to support sports culture and nation building. Have a good night.
The NLA more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Raise it high up the ladder. Let we set it on fire. A little more calypso. Forget the funk and the disco. A little more limbo. A little more shango.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Oui Culture. Those of you just joining us, we welcome you. We're very happy to have you. And of course, tonight we're going to have a really great time. We've already started the discussion. We're talking about the power of belief. And you know, that comes on the heel of all that's been happening in Grenada, you know, over the past couple of weeks. With, you know, we've seen, you had miracles and things? All I don't know if you had miracles, but I mean, I see people baptizing themselves. I mean, like, you know, taking the heaving and thing and doing all this kind of thing. And you know, you were hearing a lot. And the thing about all of these, and of course, to each his own. Let me just put my disclaimer out there, to each his own. But everything comes back to, I guess, what people believe, you know, and how people see different things. So I need to get your guys' take on it. I mean, and we had to start with Doc, because Doc, you had to put a nice little cap on that.
You were going to show the video so people will get
right. Yes. You're correct. Yeah. So let's hold that comment. And Timon, can you run that video for us? So for people who not familiar with the video, with, you know, what has been helping to create all the thing, let's have a look at that video, and you know, we can chat after. Timon, you have the video ready for us? We can.
That would never be a good ball. That boy. Because sneaking. But you are killing that ball. I don't want that shooting game. Why? Yeah, but this is stop by after. What's wrong with them? I've never played. I've never played. Yes, I played on the ball.
I think we've seen enough of the video. I have to be cautious, you know, because I am not sure of the quality of the language. So of course we have to be responsible. So, but I think we've seen enough. And you know, as you heard, some of the guys, they don't believe there's a real foul. You know, I don't know. So Skulls, we just ran the video for people to have a look and you know, see what's going on. But let me just say this. I mean, I recall a couple of years ago, I was standing close to where that gas station is now on Melville Street, on the opposite side, in front of Griffith. And I was standing there, and I saw a foul. it flew from the bank on the other side. That's on the same side with the gas station, but just a little higher up. I think there's a flamboyant. There should be a flamboyant tree. But there's some overhangings there, and that fowl flew from there and flew straight into the vehicle of a gentleman who, you know, the people usually go around and sell clothes and so in their vehicles. It flew straight through the back window of the vehicle and went and sat on all the clothes there and was beating up and carrying on and making all kind of shishwe. You know, at the time, I mean, a lot of people gathered around because the gentleman stopped and he was trying to get that fowl out of the car, and the fowl decided he ain't coming out. Well, eventually he got through. But I mean, this is something I saw with my own eyes, as the people would say. I was standing there and I saw it happen. I don't know if the man had excellent sales that day or if he didn't sell nothing. So I can't say. But you know, I hope you all could help me out here. What that mean? So let me go.
Because he didn't believe. That's why he get out and he was trying to chase the fowl out of the vehicle because he didn't believe.
So he's supposed to leave the fowl inside the vehicle. So like them fellas leave the fowl on top of the van and they ain't stop.
My God. I'm just thinking, if the fowl is a good luck charm, the fact that he stopped and tried to get the fowl out of the vehicle, he didn't accept the good luck charm. So he didn't make nothing.
You know, guys. I know we've done a program or two on superstition before. Now I don't know if this hinges on superstition or what. But I mean, I want to hear from all you. I mean, I feel Scholar is an expert on that. He come out in Chantimel.
No, I'm not no expert on that. Let me say that from off the bat. I'm no expert on this thing. Don't try that. But at the same time, I think Reece put your finger on it. It's all about your belief system.
Yeah.
Right? And you'll find that more or less a huge part of our population will believe these things. Now, the whole thing of black is not just foul, you know, because a check foul or some old brown clean neck or something. That ain't doing the trick. Nobody ain't bother with our old brown clean neck or something. But the fact that it's a black fowl, black with bird flying and so on, it in our belief system it connotes some kind of shishwe, some kind of bad thing. Now the truth is that the man might have had good sales because he believed, right? Because people don't say this thing on them easy shishwe, nice for eating on them to sell. Alright? So he probably had this thing there for the thing on them to sell. But the truth is that we call those sort of beliefs superstition and whatnot because what it drills down to is sort of a supernatural kind of inkling, really. And the fact that it's for want of a better term is a lot of faith-based kind of thing, right? You believe without ever seeing this, without knowing for sure, without having the proof. You know, like, and that's the whole thing. Men selling skin up, and you're buying skin up on faith, you know. And it look the skin up right there, you know? And you ain't paying much for a skin up, you know. But man want to take a taste to see if it's so how before he buy. No, just that little skin up, you ain't buying by faith. You want proof. But a lot of things that we do based on faith. We believe there's a belief system that we draw down from. And that belief system, this thing is an orientation that comes from way back. All right? So this is why we've seen in recent times, for example, this apostle lady who came down, and a lot of strange things would have happened that if you were to logically look at it, and try to justify. It is very difficult to justify and to logically think of it. I mean, the first thing she had, I think one of she disciple, I don't know, coming on a flight, and she said, well, when that lady reached here, she wouldn't see her. She would see Jesus, you know. And when the lady came into it, and she asked well, the lady greeted her, and the lady said, well, that is the man from Galilee. That is Jesus. The lady seen Jesus. And it was from right there, you know, that the people who try to rationalize among us and think things through saw something strange with this. But there is another sect who believe that this is so, and then from there you had a lot of things happening up to the point at which the apostle went back. We saw how she baptized. As a matter of fact, I think Mikey Live would have made some comment about the lady who came and said Jesus, and the apostle tell him, well, what?
She fix him up.
Your mouth. You mean?
She fix him up.
The apostle, she fix him up. She threatened him and fix him up. You know, like she is able to do things to him. So it is not something that we have not seen before. And it goes back to, or you want to call it superstition. And I think it goes back to what we were saying even back then, that a lot of these things that we see, a lot of it is manifested in the church and in the whole thing of spirituality and Christianity and whatever have you. Although in a lot of cases, people think is Baptist and this thing that can do these things, and Shango could do things, when in fact it is much more rampant.
Yes.
It goes in this kind of
the other religions, yes, more, right. No, but you know, as you mentioned, I mean, look, I recall people like what's his name is Benny Hinn and others. They would clap their hands and people falling and doing all kind of funny things, and you see these things happen. I mean, a lot of times you see it happen. And so my question, and of course we would talk about it a little later on. You know, I question whether or not some of the other religious leaders have the right to question whether or not Apostle Cheryl is authentic or not. But we'll get to that later on. But Doc,
we'll get to it. But I think one of the things, and before Doc and them come in, one of the things that we need to probably delve into is, why is it that I mean, from us, as we look as probably what we call innocent bystanders, people who are not immersed in the thing and probably try to rationalize it and so on. Why is it that the people who are in it are not seeing it the way we are seeing it? Why is it that the lock, stock, and barrel believes every word that comes forth from these people's mouth? And I think it has to do a lot with charisma. They are just leaders who are, and that's a leader. I mean, it has happened through all the pages of history. I mean, you have leaders who could make people kill people. And we wonder and do ourselves, well, how a man could make a man kill a man? But these people have this power, this charisma. They exude it.
Well, Jim, you remember Jim Jones? I mean, in Jonestown.
We remember Jim Jones, and charismatic leaders, even in politics, are the same way.
Yes.
I mean, all of Trump, they any kind of stupidness, but Trump is a charismatic leader. That's what he is, and Trump will make man go and break the try to
the White House
thing, wherever they had the thing. Man in jail now, and all kind of thing. Trump make the men do all kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and you wonder how Trump could make these men do this thing. It's this charisma that makes you believe you could do stupidness. Doc,
comment, yeah.
Well, I saw this video. The truth be told, I really was not on top of it for a while until it was sent to me. I think by scholar Godfrey. One of the big questions that came to me is, boy, right on your doorstep now. Right on your doorstep, you've seen people on Granan's Beach flying here and, tuning themselves and rolling in the water. But I grew up in an area where we had the spiritual Baptists, and people did get manifest, and I saw certain, outward behavior, similar behavior. Is it the same thing? I really don't know. Is it from the same source? I really can't say. But it took me a little aback to see that in Granans, with all the influence of maybe music and songs and chant and drumming, etc., that this thing is happening. I thought that was just a TV. This was just for TV. But years ago, I was speaking to someone that was a psychotherapist, and they basically saying, the world is such that there are a lot of unknown for people. We live in a world where a lot of things that we question, we just don't have an answer. And part of what fulfills that void is or part of what we may call spirituality, or we say belief. And what you believe in would dictate your behavior. What you believe in can lead to manifestation. So let me talk about the fall. Somebody may see a fall, and that might be a sign of good luck. Somebody may see the fall, and that may be something that is evil. A fall in the night, you may be walking and you hear a song in the bush, or you may see a fall in the road, and that might make some people run back. On the other hand, some people believe they can put on the armor of God and they can walk through untouched. So belief can work in both ways. It really comes down to sometimes what you believe. But again, our next group of people we see is not just what you believe, it's what is real. And what is real in this standard is that there can be a manifestation. And whether you believe it or not, it can happen. And whether you believe it or not, somebody can actually use things to influence your own behavior. Somebody can harm you. Somebody can make you roll in the water. So when we consider in terms of belief system, it is a very difficult thing. But I'll say, in speaking to the psychotherapist, this claim that a lot of us, there is this internal trauma that we go through. Sometimes it's generational, sometimes it's childhood. And we holding on, we're looking for something to help us understand what we are seeing in this world, what we are experiencing in this world. So we are extremely vulnerable, a lot of us, to the preaching or the teachings, or sometimes to the healing. I'm not in a position to say, because I really don't know. I truly don't know. So we are cool, people are cool, but I was actually surprised by what I saw on the beach. As it relates to the thing with the fall, Scholar, could I explain that? I don't know. The fall look frightened. Probably the fall gets stuck. Is it a sign of some evil woman? I don't know. I personally don't feel so. But it is rare, and because it is rare, we have to find a way to explain. Maybe not supernatural, it's not supernatural, but it is out of extraordinary, out of the ordinary, that we cannot use our regular run-of-the-mill explanation to say, well, why that is happening. I mean, the fall on the beach, that is unheard of. It is rare. How do we explain that? But some things can, a freak of nature, something could actually happen. How we explain a fall actually looking like he went and take a bath? How did that fall end up so far in the ocean in the first place? Was it being chased? I'm not so sure. How did that fall end up on this car, on the hood of this car? And you can see this guy on them using the wiper. They put the wiper on this water on the screen, and the fall just stayed. At one time, they actually jammed the brake, and the fall held out. Godfrey, I really don't so sure.
I am almost certain Reece you'd be able to help us out, because, and I'll tell you why. Now, what came to my mind first of all on here about this fall and thing is play away. So Reece, people believe For me, I'll tell you, I'll give you an experience. There was a time I went in Gittin's Drug Mart in Grandlands to get something. I was parked right in front of by the door there, the entrance to the pharmacy. And when I came out, he had a blackboard on top my van. I said, I go in and buy a playway and I go play backboard. Reece, you have blackboard in play? Blackboard in play? Yeah, that one of them.
Yes, blackboard is 13.
Right. I went and I buy a playway with blackboard. And I win. The next time, but hold on. I won. The following day, see, and this is serious, I'm serious, this is not a joke. The following day, I went back. When I came out, there was a particular fella standing right by me van. I go back inside and I buy a playway and I play Vagrant and I lose. I stop.
You should have played Yard Foul. Yard Foul is 26.
No, but was a fella I see standing in front of the van. So I play Vagrant.
So you don't know.
But I lose.
What you actually see is not necessarily.
A Vagrant.
Doesn't be around those playway players. They just add and subtract and multiply.
No, I don't know about that.
And mix up and there's a lot of calculations that has happened, you know. I don't understand it, but
well, I was hoping you would help us because I know people believe in all of these things and they actually do it, and people spend a lot of money, because of that kind of firm belief they have. So I'm hoping you could help us out here.
I don't know why you're asking me about playway. I am not here to talk about playway because I am playing.
No, I ain't talking about playway. I talking about the belief that people would.
So I'm going to get to that.
Right, there we go.
I'm going to get to that. Right? Sometimes I wonder why is it that we have issues with people and what they believe when they are taught to believe in what they don't see. From a tender age, they are taught to believe and just believe. Believe what you are told, believe what you've read, and believe what you cannot see, you cannot hear. Just believe. The fact that we are told to do this, why is it that we have problems with people when they believe what they don't see, don't hear, whatever, because we don't believe it? One. The thing about it is that I find that people tend to be looking for answers. They are looking for answers. They feel hopeless. They feel what they were told to believe, and they believe they're not seeing the manifestation. By their standards, their life is not going the way they expect it to go, or they wish it to go, or they were promised it would go. Whatever is the reason, they're looking for answers. So when they don't get on this side where they are told to believe, they go on the other side. And some of them, they're in both places, 1 foot in and 1 foot out. especially the heavy churchgoers. That still, you see dabbling in and case in point, the apostle who was here, who the same church leaders are crying down. Mm-hmm. You see their own people, their followers, are very much participating and believing in what the apostle is doing, telling them, whatever it is. So I don't believe. I don't believe. So
you don't believe in the belief.
But I don't understand why is it that we cry down people because they believe in whatever they lean towards because they are looking for answers. And I'm not saying that what they are looking for is what they should be looking for, to each his own. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a peaceful life. I know when I'm dead, I ain't going with nothing. So I ain't fighting down nothing, and I ain't crying down nothing, and I'm not worshiping material things and trying to grab and have as much to my name. And I don't care about these things and them. What we're doing here right now means the world to me. That is what matters to me. growing up children that know how to care and share and these kind of things. So apostle and whoever is on the other side, they would not necessarily hold me, grab me, or give me promises that would have me gravitating towards them and following whatever they say, whether it's to drink red Kool-Aid or, whatever. It wouldn't happen to me. But I do understand that there are people who are not as strong. Some people are weaker. They are looking for answers, and when they find it's not happening here, or it's not happening fast enough, or it's not manifesting in the ways that they expect, they go the other side. And if the other side look pretty, and it look interesting and it tantalizing, and they find they're seeing things happening, and they're getting testimonials of people who saying they got better and all that, then they would go. So we have to see which side is stronger, which side is able to really have people believing that their side is the side of truth and the side of God, and and see really who have the power in influencing belief.
That's right.
I think, yeah, okay, Doc, yeah.
Reece said something there, and she said, she do, because we all grew up, and we grew up being taught that we should believe in what we have not seen. Just take the word and believe. But because it is it is based on a belief, what you find is that if you go contrary to what I grew up in, it means that you challenge what I would then call my reality. You challenge my reality. So if I grew up in a particular way and I was told that is the correct way, when you go contrary, you put me in a position like you almost want me to question my own faith or what I believe in. So I have problem with you. I have problem with you because you're showing me something different. But because I believe in what I believe, I also believe that is the only way, and that is the correct way. So hence the problem in terms of the so-called believers, what we usually call believers, having problem with the next group of people that believe something different from them, because it is an antithesis, it contradicts what we were made to believe, and that is as far as some believers are concerned, that is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. There is nothing else. There is nothing different from that.
I'll tell you this, Scott, before you come in, and I want to go back on something Scott said earlier, and of course Reece spoke about the different sides, and Doc, of course, you. But I think too a very important thing is what Scholar mentioned earlier, the issue of charismatic leaders, because even so, someone who probably believed, let's say, in A initially, there are many situations where they turn and they start believing in B, and that was because of the charisma of the person or people who presented B. So it is a very.
What is charisma?
No, definitely. I mean, charisma, and I think we probably need to understand charisma. Charisma is not just
influence.
Yes, it's not just flamboyant. Yeah. There's this inner power and something about it, but it captivates people.
Some people just have that.
Captivates people.
Let me tell you something, Doc. You have a particular man. I know how that man is. Everybody know how that man is. Right? And you know for a fact when that man starts in your skin, you know it's lying. You know to yourself that man not telling you the truth. But you're finding yourself believing that man's story. That man thing, and you give him money, you give him things. That man is a man, when you see he call me and I see the phone ring, I'm not inside it. I don't want inside it because I don't want to hear. You know you have a little song about please, Mrs. I just want to talk to her.
Sylvia's mother said, yeah.
Sylvia's mother said,
Dr. Hook.
And all what the man do, Sylvia mother don't give Sylvia the phone.
No, because she knows.
Because Sylvia mother know that once that man talking Sylvia is, Sylvia don't go nowhere. And he's all lying, you know. So that man, when you see call me, I'm not answering the phone. Because some way, somehow, he will make me give him something. Influence me to give him something. You have people like that.
No, definitely.
You just have people like that that could hold you, influence you. Sometimes you start off knowing that they're lying, but they're spinning such a nice yarn for you.
Let me tell you, as you mentioned that scholar, a man tell me once, he sit down in a building and he listen to the next man, he sit down listening to the next man lie on him. And at some point, he started to believe. He started to believe it. He said, when he catch himself, he had to shake off himself and say, but wait. But look, I believe that man, how he lied on me.
And then one of the powers that I think these people have, they know what to tell you. Right? They know how to push your buttons. They know what you're longing for. They know all these kind of things and them. So they're telling you exactly what you want to hear.
Definitely.
And therein lies the belief system immediately engulfs this thing. And there you go. But I believe that Reece is correct in a lot of ways.
Oh yes.
What she said. Because and that's one of the things that the funny thing is that the culture, but it shapes in a lot of ways our belief system and so on. So that I always tell people sometimes, for all you know, if we were born somewhere down in some Indian place down so, or some kind of place where Hindu and what they believe in, we believe in cow is some kind of God, and nobody can tell us cow is not God. But when you think about it now, from where we are in our culture, I say, but why don't have madman and them, they don't see cow not God? But if we did in that culture, you're killing somebody.
No, but of course.
Because it's offensive.
Yeah. But
we're finding it offensive.
Yeah.
How could you not believe this thing? You know, one of the things, you ever watch this movie and them with the Vikings?
I don't watch it on them.
Hello. What do you think about the name Skull? What do you think about it? Hey, I'm watching Valhalla every night. I sleep in Valhalla.
These men and them believe when they die, they go in Valhalla, they drinking wine, they have woman to their leisure and all this
and
kind of thing.
They're glad to die.
They're glad to die. And they cannot, for the hell of them, understand why is it that people like us and so on believe in some Jesus and going in heaven and this kind of thing. How could these people believe in that?
Yeah.
How could they not believe in Valhalla and this kind of thing? Whereas the Christians now wondering, well, this pagan man and them, Valhalla, how they can be. And when you see these two cultures and belief system clash, then you understand it and you're getting a full grasp of why in certain cultures people believe
and they go all out. Their life would be at stake because of what they believe, you know. But let's I think we have quite a bit of comments. Let's take some Facebook comments.
Comments and a few calls.
And we need to also go on the We Culture page because there's some okay, lovely.
Right, so what happened earlier in the program that Yulin is saying Godfrey almost make Doc throw down his cup of tea?
That's when they were talking
about, and then you ask him what's going on.
That's when they were talking about you when they were talking about you and defending you. You see what I tell you?
Oh really?
Yeah. Is that?
I don't believe still.
Ooh.
The power of belief. I don't believe. Someone said, let's see, Karen is saying she's Jesus' twin sister. Was that about Auntie Elsia?
No, yeah, well, yeah, to be the lady pastor.
Apostle?
Maybe.
Okay, so Antonio Zicuri, aka Jose Honesto, said, I think the repast ended, so she back on the show. Welcome back, Mrs. St. John's. Okay, that's confusion. He's also saying that's the first time I get to see that video. It's interesting, but in New York City, pigeons walking in and out of trains on the platform, in the subway, in front of people. Sharon said,
pigeons don't come in that. Pigeons don't come.
Pigeons don't come in that?
No.
So when I go into work on mornings, right, and I had the window down, and in my bone come inside, that anything to do with that? And now why is anybody fly? You say that was only be on poop? That was come inside? Why is anybody fly? You don't know anybody fly? But anyways. Right. So Karen is saying frizzle fowl and black fowl is said to be bad omen. Jose is saying fowl riding on bus shouldn't be strange. About weeks we had a woman have Grenadians rolling all over the beach. Okay. So right, weeks ago we had that. Sharon said that so-called Apostle Cheryl in a lot of hot water in England right now. She sus. That's what Karen said. Sylvina is saying this fowl is very much funny. Fowl driving on vehicle bonnet. Naturally, it should fly away. Why the fowl choose to sit there? Jose is saying a man drowned from a baptism. It is alleged, and now the organization under investigation. Karen said some people here been manipulated, so they must believe they're so-called spiritual leaders. Camilla is saying we now start to see fowl in funny places because we accept anything. It have pastors here baptizing persons day in and day out. Why should I allow a woman to come here from foreign to baptize me? Jose said we had a lady in Brooklyn called Sister Dubong. She sung Jamaican, so lots of Caribbean people went to her. Then find out she wasn't Jamaican and made thousands of US dollars. Few weeks after, she was arrested and was facing numerous charges for fraud. Karen said, Mr. Nelson, do you remember when the black greasy fowl was roaming between Belmont and the Pan Bridge in the late 80s? Let's see. Then we have... Karen said, when people have itching ears, they believe every and anything, even though they know the truth. Sharon said, I have quite a few African friends who believe in that nonsense. Will take their whole paycheck and give it to a so-called pastor, so he could tell them it was somebody who did something to them. That's why they can't get a promotion. That's why they cannot buy a house. Jose said, but Godfrey saw a black fowl and will go play vagrant. How Godfrey ended up with a vagrant? 11 was a person selling that ticket to Godfrey.
You don't listen to him. He doesn't listen to him.
Yeah, go ahead, do better. It's too much hours.
Oh no, and I think what he was saying is not 11, but if I was the person selling that ticket to Godfrey, I would have taken his money and tell him go back and look at the bus and come back the next day and give him that ticket.
I believe it was from Guavina. You don't listen to him. I buy twice, two different occasions, say.
Yes. That's so sad that people will give up everything in the name of false prophet nonsense. Jose also said, politicians not far from these people who does these things. Most of these people do these things to the elderly because they're happy to get someone to talk to. So they pray on them and the elders will defend them too. Now to the We Culture page. We had Dodo saying, well, I never see a fowl ride so yet. I was wondering if the fowl was tied because wipers going, fowl still there. Somebody says, shoo, fowl still there. We papa. But as I continue to look, suddenly the fowl flew off. Well, what could have caused that? Ingrid said, I saw people rolling in the water. Cheryl is crazy. Never see anything like that. Dodo said, all you better hurry up and go home before black fowl come after all you. Grenadians don't go out in the dark. Black fowl on the move. Cynthia said, people always say, if you believe, things will happen to you. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Dodo said, I believe it's a belief system. The Bible said, no man has seen God and live. You are correct, scholar. Those things have been around for a while. It just manifests itself in different forms. She also said, do you guys remember back in the days, they used to say some people used to turn donkey, fowl, horse, and more? Ingrid said, that black fowl is not good. Cheryl came to Grenada and leave a course. Then Dodo said, well, people of Grenada should go play blackbird. A lot of money will have to pay out. Why? Cynthia said, you are right, Reece, to each his own. And last, Dodo said, there are a lot of vulnerable people out there. Many have issues and looking for answers. Therefore, they hear what sounds good. They believe. I didn't get onto the YouTube page as yet, but I will. During the course of the discussion.
There's only one comment there that I'm seeing so far.
Okay.
Basically saying good night, and they tell me I should play strong man when I see the fella by the van. That's basically it. Let me just see if we have anything on the WhatsApp platform. Right. Someone says, good night, Godfrey. This black fowl is too common now. We have to just pray and trust God. My daughter was buried and her son brought home one of the wreath. It was very strange finding a black feather stuck down deep in the center of it. I noticed it after I took off the ribbon which was covering it. There we go. Someone says the fowl on the beach was a victim of climate change. I agree. I like that explanation. That's basically all for the WhatsApp platform. So folks, our telephone line is open. The number is 435-2041. You'd like to be part of the discussion, give us a call. The number again, 435-2041. All right? No WhatsApp calls. All right? You can send a WhatsApp message, but please, we cannot accept no WhatsApp calls. Let's go to the telephone and see who is with us. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, caller.
Yes, good evening.
Yes.
A little issue, which.
Okay, you need to turn the volume of your device down a little bit. Yes. Okay.
It's off. Right. And this is more for explanation that I'm looking for. Right. We have persons who read crystal balls, etc., etc. We call them mystics, and read palms at your hand in European countries and North America. We call them mystics, right? Whereas people who go to find out how your light burning, as they say, right? We call them obia people, or to see how your light burning and see what's happening to you are referred to as obia people, a bad thing, right? Persons who believe in what they have never seen or can't see, and that goes across different religions. They're called religious, or they're called the faithful. On the other hand, persons who believe in other things, be it Braku, or be it traditional spirits, or whatever, people refer to that as voodoo. Yeah, people refer to that as voodoo, right? We have priests and pastors who normally take out spirits, bad spirits, and that's referred to as exorcist and exorcism. Not a thing to be ashamed of, nothing to afraid here, right? But the lady who takes out a dopey, we refer to that person as a obia person or a bad person. I'm trying to figure out what is the difference, because in the developed countries we have witches and vampires and that kind of thing, and in Grenada we have Lugaru and Sukunya. So I'm really asking you people on the panel, what would be the difference in all those different type of things? Because apparently some are bad and some are good. So it might be helpful to explain that. And if it is because some Western thing or African thing or black people thing, and some belong to other cultures.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Any one of you guys want to?
You want me to attend that?
Yeah, go. Mm-hmm.
I think from time, maybe since with the advent of slavery, everything that we had, everything that came from us was evil. So it was preached. So our hair, let us start with something that is right in our face. My nose, it's my skin too black. My nose too broad. My hair too woolly. The way I dance is evil. My drum is an evil instrument. My religious practice is definitely obvious. Now, while the others, the vampire and all the other things that happening in the Western world or the European world, can then use to make movies, and you can have celebrations, and you can dress like them and put them in all other forms. Everything that came from me was evil. So for me, Carla, what you just mentioned is there is the simplest explanation I can give. That is how it was taught to us. And so because we incorporate that same belief into our system, when my brother or sister close to me is doing the same thing, was doing something or having a spiritual manifestation or so, is the worst thing. But if it is happening right in front of us, for matter of fact, I think I saw some CBD. I don't want to say too much. I'm not that brave. I saw a lot of CBD taking place today where I went. And to me, what is the use of that? It has no scientific base. But it's based on people's belief system, and that is how they express the belief system. But because it was something that came from the European point of view, it is all well and good. So, Carla, that is my simple explanation.
Right. Let's just take another call, and then I would get a point of view from Scholars and Reece. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello.
Time coming soon. We have last today.
All right. So Scholars, your take on the caller's question. Yeah.
No, well, Doc expatiate well. Doc is like a fitting address Doc gives it. But we have been saying this on We Culture forever. Mm-hmm. Anything that comes from us is evil. And as a matter of fact, I dare you that if it was some Baptist people or so who was down on Granland's Beach doing this thing, nothing. You don't hear any last of it. That is a bad thing, and that is what and what. But some apostles come out, dress in nice thing and teaching European kind of religious teaching and so on. Then of course that's good, and she has a following, and people will swear and kill and force it. So it is tantamount to the same thing. Doc is right. When you go to some of the churches and so on, and you see the kind of shishwe that they make, you wonder to yourself, well, what this thing is about. But they believe that there is significance in what they are doing, in how they cross themselves, in how they approach the altar, and all of these things. It's something that they believe in. And to my parents and so on, there's nothing wrong with that, really. As a matter of fact, they'll kill you for that. Just for not doing that. Somebody could shoot you at high noon, You can't go and disrespect the altar like that, Somebody will kill you for that. And you say, well, why? And there's no real proper explanation for that. This is where your belief system comes in. And, this is what we got from the white people. And we've always been taught always been drilled down. This is one of the vestiges of this whole slavery thing that has never left. So you see, slavery has much more far-reaching consequences than just the enslavement of people. Really, it is what they took away from us, our culture, and they gave us a belief system that up to this day, we still hold fast and hold to this thing that whatever comes from us is no good.
Reece, your take. You're muted.
I said I've been a little distracted. I'm having a cramp in my foot, so I'm trying to get some nutmeg spray. And Nala is taking a while. So
a cramp?
Yeah.
What causing that?
I think it's dehydration. I didn't drink much water today.
Or you run behind the fall today?
Now look at Paul.
What is it that you wanted me to comment on?
No, the caller comment. The caller on the previous callers. Yeah, well, seeking explanation.
I didn't hear what he said. Sorry.
Right, no problem. I mean, for me, I think the simple explanation is belief, because I would ask the question. I mean, if you tell me that okay, so let's say for example, a priest decides to do what he calls an exorcism to remove some evil spirit. All right, my question would be, was there really an evil spirit? Where is proof of that? You tell me somebody walk obia, but then, as somebody said once, one day you might just wake up and realize it's not obia, it's just that you're dotish. And there are questions to be asked. How do you know that a spirit was removed?
But Godfrey, I also believe, I think I also believe that we as human also have a spiritual realm.
I get it.
So we have a spiritual realm.
What is the spiritual realm? I mean, if that's a question,
I plead my ignorance on that.
Well, there we go. You see, and that's the thing. And it boils down to the simple answer: what you believe. What you believe. So, I mean, for me...
Yeah, but I think we come to that one can walk through an area. Example, okay, we grew up, and I'm talking about me and you in particular, in an area where we are told mango jesse is loaded with evils. Right. So, but then you have some guys, they would walk through mango jesse. You too, at that time. And, I mean, it was one of the darkest areas. No problem. On the other hand, you have some people kill them. They would never pass through mango jesse after 6.
What they believe? So I think that's a simple answer. I mean, now you question things. For me.
But the color has something particular. The color was very.
Well, no. You was asking whether or not.
Reams of belief, and some of it has more acceptance than others. When all of them, so we have several areas of belief.
And no, I agree. And I'm saying here, I think if we ask a couple of questions, it might help guide what we believe as to against what we don't believe. So for example, in the case of the exorcism, if you ask the question, was there an evil spirit to be removed? If there is evidence to show there was, then I guess it would solidify your belief. If there isn't, then
I think you're looking at it at a higher level. You're looking at it at a very, what I would call very intelligent, logical reason.
Well, outside. No, my thing is outside of what you believe. These are the questions that I would ask.
And I'd like to add, right, that the key thing here is about the power of it, because I can say that I don't know that evil exists. But to the extent that I probably have not seen what is imagined about that evil and all of that. But I can choose to believe that it does exist, like how we are told to believe what we don't see. So I can choose to believe. But how it impacts me is the power in it, what I allow. So I would drive from Guelph to the arena alone to party. And when it finished, drive back down alone. And people thought I was crazy. All these things that people will say they seen on the road and John B and light and whatever. What I care about that? I ain't see it and I never see it. And I go to my party and I enjoy it and I drive and I feel like a boss because at the time, you know, I stick shift and thing. I drive and I go home and I feel real good. And so it's not to me about whether you believe or you don't believe, but it's about how you allow it to impact you.
But that's the whole point.
Bondage. You don't want to move. You don't want to go there. You don't want to do this because there's all this unknown, unseen, imagine things that just have you in captivity.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Don't even try that. Whatever you're going to say, we don't want to hear.
Give it to it. There are two levels. One is about on the individual level, but we see use a word that I must piggyback on. The other one is the power of the belief. Now, I believe as a young man that I should be able to play drum, I should be able to exercise myself and promote my culture. But the power of what was existing before in the belief preached that what I am doing is evil. And then I was being, I don't say now, going back in then, I was scorned and shunned because I was a drummer and I was practicing a certain belief. So people that was in the Baptist faith, because of the power of that belief by the majority of society, what was inculcated and brainwashed to us, what we had to accept. The people from the Baptist and their children couldn't come and operate in the same level like other persons that were Christians, because the Baptist people were seen as evil. So it is not just an individual choice. It's a society acceptance of belief system that would castigate one group of people and promote a next group of people because of the accepted norm in society. What the caller was alluding to was that power of certain belief that would put you in a certain bracket and would make you be seen as less than or more than in society when all of them basically is serving the same purpose. So that is the point I really wanted to make.
Yeah. Skulls, yeah.
No, I was just...
Go ahead and say what you want to say.
I just wanted
go ahead and say it.
No, I just wanted to tell Reece.
And me driving, yes, go ahead.
I just wanted to tell Reece. This kind of thing you're talking there, Reece, don't do that again. This is not the time. No, this is not the time for that. Because I can guarantee you that if you meet up a black fowl, someone like a marathon or some place going down there, you will be in trouble. Right?
And let me tell you,
but hold on.
I'm going and look for it.
No. Well, if you bounce it, that way you have to drive harder, you know, because if you bounce it, you'll see it in front of you again.
You're trying to pass it, you know.
Yeah, that's how the thing is. But it's let me tell you how this thing is powerful and how this belief thing works. So the apostle came, she did what she did, and a lot of people believe that she had the power really to do certain things and to give them certain things in their life, all right, to lead them, I don't know, to salvation, whatever it is. So they believe that, and to show that, when the apostle touched them, well, let me just say they throw down themselves. They fall in, maybe the spirit throwing them down, roll. The piece of the light, your lady, when she rolled in, she nearly rolled on her next lady. And the next lady just ready to take she head, eh? When she almost the next lady fire her boots like this. Fire her boots, but yeah, man. But the funny thing, let me just go on, but just to stick that in there, that strangely I looked at this thing and me and nobody there. Yeah. I'm wondering to myself if this is Grenadians, you know, because I don't find out nobody. I find nobody.
But you don't know people. You don't go place.
I don't know these people.
You don't go place. You don't only go away. You don't know me. You don't know people.
I don't know, but I never fortunate to
right,
had a lot of people. I don't know none of these people.
Even when she had her life-changing ministry virtually, and she was doing this thing where she was calling people. She said she called this person in Caracou. There was someone in New York. There were like different people. Let me tell you, only one person I knew, and that person was from Guelph. And it's only when I see that person from Guelph, I really paid attention. Like, what happening here? And what I saw had me speechless. It's like, is this for real? You know? So at first I thought, well, maybe she's actually able to do something, because the way this person's body was flaying all over the place and swinging from side to side like Tree and Ivan, but yet she was not falling. Under normal circumstance, head supposed to get a real boss up and thing, and that wasn't happening. That I'm like, but wait, maybe she could do something. And then I watched some of the other people that she would have had her encounters with, and they always seem to be something where it's like they're staring into the computer. It's like you're distracted, so you need to stare into the computer, and then they just go into this trance. And it's like whatever is happening to their body, they don't know. They have no control over it. What they were feeling during the time is like pain, but when they finish, it's like what happened? They don't know. They don't know. And then I saw on the beach one guy in particular. He came and he said to her, he want the stand-up fire, he don't want the fall-down fire. So she tell him, okay, she's going to give him the stand-up fire. And boop, she do that, and he get the fall-down fire instead. So and again, as scholars say, I don't know these people and them. There's just one. The one with the virtual from Guam, I knew her. So that grabbed my attention. But the rest of people, I don't know them in truth.
I hope you get a call.
Let's take a call. Let's go to the telephone.
Most of our Guam
Oui Culture, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, caller.
Yes. One night, it was late. I was coming from Guelph to St. George's.
Oh Lord, Guelph again.
And when I got to Perseverance, what I imagined I saw was a Manikou crossing the road. But what startled me is that this Manikou was so big. I couldn't understand this, and I was following the Manikou to bounce it to the car. And when I catch up myself, I was almost heading to the precipice to go over in the sea. So I want to know if I saw a Manikou or if it was a spirit I saw. The second thing again is that you would hear the elderly people telling you long ago, when you come home late in the night, you should turn yourself around and reverse your body into your home, going in by your back then. Is there any validity in that? Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller.
Well, I would say that darker to answer that. Remember, I don't seem to be forgetting that sometime last year, 2022, Dag the bring no man.
Well, I was going to come to that. I didn't ready to go there yet because
a man is in that place. The only thing I must say, with all due respect, though, what the man said actually came true. The man was spot on. The man was spot on. So we cannot say anything bad about that man. That man was spot on. So that if you are giving you your flowers tonight, and because of that, I believe that your range of expertise.
But before you go, Doc, I have a question. The lady pastor, where's she from? What's her nationality? Anybody can tell me?
I think she's a Jamaican, but she lives in England or somewhere.
She's a Jamaican. Okay. That's the one thing I never heard. I was wondering if it was from our neighbor just up the road there, because we're from where Doc Oden came, you know. So I was wondering. I wasn't sure.
But the man, put out the man almost bounced. That spirit, I mean, he don't. Now, man should not even asking that on this forum. That spirit.
I would first ask, and of course, I kind of taking on a doc film tonight. I'll be all philosophical. I would first ask whether or not if he consumed and what quantity of beverages. I would ask that first. How you know that you was there? That's why scholars say
we need to clear that out, right? We need to make sure that he wasn't under the.
But of course, that's what I'm saying, because
on the second part, I think the first part, on the second part, we just have this belief that when you're going in, you want to make sure that the spirit does not follow you if there was one following you. So you make sure you turn your back, that was a belief system. You turn and you enter backward. And so if you enter backward, if anything, not that you're supposed to see, but the fact that you are facing that spirit, they would not enter the house with you, and you have time locked with you, so you leave them outside.
So let me ask you a question. So the spirit does smart enough to, when he see you turn you back to turn you back to, and go inside and back, go inside back to back. The spirit go inside back to back to. This kind of thing.
It's an assumption that he can't do that.
Oh,
it's an assumption that he can't do that. But whenever there's an assumption, and that is only me making that claim tonight, but the spirit cannot walk backwards.
The spirit that open the door for you to go inside.
But hold on, I was making a point and I didn't finish because Reece kinda took aim at what I was saying and spoke about the thing with the apostle and the Guavarian, who was the only recognizable Grenadian
in the flock.
in the flock. But as I was saying, so some people believe in this, right? And then you have the converse now, where some people believe, and I think
Skulls, hold on. I'm seeing a call, and it looked like an overseas call. Let me see if I can grab it. I'm not sure. Next thing is the apostle. We Culture, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, I'm calling you from Canada. I listen in your program.
Oh, you're calling from Canada? Okay. Go ahead.
Listen, what? Louis Dong. Yes. Okay, listen. The mister that just speak about the manico running across the road, it's true, because what happened, my son, we came down on a vacation, and my son went to Guave, and they noticed a manico run across the road, and he said when he looked, they was right over a precipice. And it was so difficult for them to come out, and the van was full of my kids and my grandkids. So that really happened to my son driving over Guave.
Well, did he tell you what they went to Guave to do?
No, it was a Friday night.
So I understand that. But when they went to Guave, what did they go to do to Guave?
Oh, they just drive around. He was showing them the places around.
In the night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the night.
They weren't drinking now?
No. My son don't drink. He's a Christian. My son is a preacher man.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that the Manicool lead him close to the precipice. If he's a Christian, I mean, what kind of Christian? What happened to the power?
No, but if he didn't have the power, he would have go over.
Oh, okay. So the power that's up and going over. All right.
That's right.
Okay, caller. Well, we thank you for that. We thank you for that. All the best. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Right. So you see,
I will have to get a lawyer. I will have to get a lawyer.
But Reece, but you know, spirit. I mean, come on, Guav people tell us how spirit does ball everything.
Let me tell Guav. They don't want to call nobody else's name, but Guav.
Scholars, go ahead.
Well, Reece, I guess what you will do the consistent trade that
runs something. Where Manicool and thing does run across road is in Brizan, you know. Perseverance and Brizan. That is in St. George's. Those people don't know where they're.
Yeah, but you see, no, but you see, I don't understand. You saying, and you basically supporting them people, you know. You say that Manicool does run across the road in Brizan and Perseverance. Them people I'm talking about spirit, not Manicool.
Watch me.
Yeah, watching you.
Manicool FC. Right?
That was when the lady come and she see the apostle, who she see?
Watch me. I don't care about what you tell me. What I know is that those people and them, they're visitors and they don't know where they
Alright.
Where they was Brizan and Perseverance. What precipice they're talking about in Guav? The precipice is after the dump.
Reece,
what?
You must take your time sometimes and take deep breaths.
What?
Deep breaths. You're not taking deep breaths. There is no, I mean, this is one that we were sure about. The people never said that it's the money going up. One man says it's in Perseverance, the next man say, but the consistent thread that runs through it is that for you to see a money going Perseverance, you have to come out in Guav.
Because they did say people come out in Guav into them.
They came from Guav. Both of them came from Guav. They didn't see a money going Guav in Guav. They see a money going Perseverance, but that money cool. But they see in Perseverance. In other words, if they came from Victoria,
they would not see.
You don't have no money.
The money go. Follow them.
That is the whole thing. But as I was saying, there's a other set of belief now that and I think somebody put that in a comment, that since the apostle came and she left, because she makes so much ashishwe, black fowl, which is an omen really to a lot of people and the belief system, that this is the result of what she left, which kind of to them indicates that this was not good thing she was doing, was bad thing, was devil thing. And so you have this preponderance of black fowls roaming the nation.
Black poultry. Tell you what right now about black poultry.
Black poultry, riding bus, passing to funeral, doing all kind of thing. And then there is also, I even heard that as well, somebody made that point, I wonder if it's on Facebook or what, that since this lady left, some children die.
A lot of little children die.
A lot of little children die.
I saw that.
Come and she go.
I saw that.
Yes, there's a belief here that all this is intertwined and related and linked, you know. And by, I don't know.
All right, folks, the number is 435-2041. Give us a call. We want to hear your thoughts on this whole thing. So let's take some comments while we.
30 seconds. While you wait for the next call, I just get a message from guys in Hermitage and hold them by the shop listening to We Culture, and if they enjoyed it. So just want to say Squeak by Squeak Shop. They have a radio and this year. A whole lot of them are just listening and enjoying the program.
All right, lovely. So let's take some Facebook comments.
There's so many. I'm trying to get to the top.
You see, some people.
Okay, so Reece, what happened?
Regular on the call, man. You got to turn out one set of people all the time.
Right. So Reece, while you're waiting, let me just say, okay, where is it? I just saw another foul on Facebook walking in front of van. Well, I guess the next thing. Someone says, oh no, that's right. My son don't drink. He was hunting, saw a big manico. His dog was running behind it, then stopped suddenly. If it was not for my dog, my son would have break his neck over a precipice. Dog usually sees spirit. Someone said the folks said they were coming from Guave. Somebody says, Reece, rub, and I guess that's with your cramp. Reece, rub the area with alcoholado, the green liquid, it works. The cramp will go away. Somebody says, let's see, what's here the comment? Right. There is a church, and whenever the pastor removes his jacket and it touches a member, the jacket getting hot. What else we have? I think that's about it. Yeah. So that's about it. Yeah. That's about it for the.
Yes, said Paul and Cole was swimming in Barbados too. Ironically, Paul was in an area called Cattle Wash. Ingrid said, "Caller, you need to figure it out for yourself." Cynthia said, I guess I'm missing about this apostle. Is or was she a Grenadian? If not, did she have a work permit to work in Grenada? Seems like she was working. Ingrid said, Cynthia, she came from the UK, but she's Jamaican. Cynthia is also saying, thanks, I'm curious as to the purpose of her visit. Ingrid said, I think it's all your belief. Dodo said, some people came from overseas. Ingrid said, Cheryl said, angels who were in the water. Ingrid said again, Reece, I saw that too. He said he need the stand-up fire. Cynthia said, I trust a work permit was granted, as from what I am hearing, lots of activities were or went on. She also said, I heard a woman from Laddick St. James used to walk backwards going to Monk St. Irvin's Church. Don't know the purpose. Maria said, I guess a manico living close to the precipice. Dodo said, well, that is real Mawet. And all I can say, may God Almighty help Grenada. Now on the Facebook page, Karen said, that person listening with an eye. Alison Matlin said, do you remember the simple prayer book and catechism book? Catechism taught us by the RC Church. I believe, and the confession prayer, just believe and ask no questions. Then we had Jose saying, on a serious note, I think it was a coincidence that with that foul, I think we're making a lot out of nothing. I think going back to our African belief and obia and witchcraft, so we have get out of that hat mindset with the super vicious beliefs. Then we had him saying, Sharon, there's people in Sotel's shop owners who believe these things, and if you went to one of the shops and didn't get what you want and went to the other, they will take the money in the left hand and put it in a drawer with lime and garlic. He also said, no joke, some of them have connection with someone in Guyana. Okay, then we had him saying again, Reece, try WD-40 as Sandman said in the song. And it's not Sandman that said it. I would take your advice if you knew the artist that said it. Disrespectful much. Scholar will deal with you. Sharon said, Mr. Finley Jeffrey, what you tell Reece, she have foul what? Anyways, Marcus is saying, boy, you don't believe when the woman was walking in St. Patrick's, and who put her down spec sang about it. Is wickedness her walking? I saw her with 3 other friends. Okay, Sharon said there is good and bad in the world, and if we believe in God, we have to believe in the devil. But some of these things is just pure nonsense. That's my belief. Cleaver is saying, since I was a little boy, I have been looking forward to seeing a Ligaroo. Up to now, I can't see one. Some people believe in all kinds of nonsense that they cannot, logically explain. You can check Leader Free for that. The Jose says, Sharon, it was the elder people as our grandparents who didn't want us to be traveling late at night will come up with these stories to keep us in the house. For example, they told us zombies come out at 6 p.m. and the man with the white guns passes at 12 midnight. Karen said the angels that handling them. Jose said all these things were to keep people home at night. Cleaver said the sad thing is that when people can control your thinking, they can control your behavior. Sharon said, my grandmother used to tell us all kinds of stories. She used to tell us about a man in the mountains she saw with a tall hat dressed all in black and his foot wasn't touching the ground. Jose said, Guelph people always in everything. Just put a table and a chair outside and someone from Guelph will line up without knowing that the table and chair, what the table and chair for, but standing there. Haha. Jose said, laughing out loud, poor you, maybe looking broke. See the man with that hat. Sharon said, yes, caller, my grandmother used to tell us the same thing and we used to do it too. I catch myself doing it the other night. I came home from work. I don't know why. I end up laughing and saying to myself, why are you walking into your house backwards? Then we had, Shirley Ann said, the driver I was diverted from the road for a split second and lost control. Manico what? Antonio said Grenadians have to realize that these mega churches they are watching on TV is cult organizations and they pay people to act accordingly. People make believe they're healing people, so they will ask people to send monies to get some form of healing or holy water. Karen said Jesus was invoking spirits and left Grenada in a cow mess. She also said the black fall is Jesus' spirit. Marilyn Gordon, that's the last comment, said, is the apostle lady have a dating site or looking for priests? She's asking that if she has a dating site or looking for priests. And then on the YouTube channel, we have the comments are all from Indra. She said light burning don't always mean obia. For instance, if you have money in the bank, you'd rather stand in the line than go to the teller. No, Godfrey, never. You said that. Grenada full of obia, especially where enviness. When the evil spirit come out from your body, get light, you feel relief. She's also saying, Reece, you have to be seeing spirit to know it have things. She also says, scholar, if Reece ever bumps that fall, she would have run off the road. She said, I saw a woman rolling all in white on the sand, non-stop. She also said that that man dog did bring down was a good man. He did not get arrested. He did not take no one's life. She said, scholar, you could see you is a Jeffrey. Other person would have said a good man, cute man, cool. The man following it would have lost his life. And her last comment is the best thing when you come home. The best thing when you come home, first thing take a shower and evil spirit fly away. So those are the comments.
Right. Well, guys, we practically out of time. But I think this conversation has probably placed us to deal with an issue that, and we all agree that we've been avoiding for ever since this program started. The issue of religion. And I think it's a good time for us to venture there, because initially when I started, I mentioned the fact that I heard other religious leaders made their comments about the lady pastor and all of that, and my question would be, who give them the authority? What give them the right? Why do they think that they have the right to cry down what she's doing against what they are doing? And if they're going to use the Bible to say that in the last days false prophets shall arise, how am I to determine which one of them or which set of them is false from which is true? So there are questions to ask. fellas, we out of time. We have to make our final comments. Doc, let's start with you.
Well, this was a program. It was difficult to put your finger on. So I think a lot of us, most of the program, we kind of stay in the middle, just trying to balance out everybody's belief without committing ourselves to any particular belief. So it was very interesting, how we walk through this maze, what is right, what is wrong. But I think what we actually try to do outside it is put a sense of caution and advise John public to be quick to condemning everything else, and let us do a sort of introspection. Look at what we had before, look at what we have now, and compare to the new things that are seem to be emerging, and see if we are actually taking the moral high road. So I think if nothing else, I think that is what we did tonight. So I just want to say good night to all the listeners again, to the guys quick, and all the guys, and I saw Principal Jeremiah, he's looking at us every night, and to all the other listeners, wide and far, hope you enjoy this program and you will stay with us again for the rest of the year. Night, everyone.
Right, yeah. So Reece, the fact that you're from the Mecca of Blackfowl, you could go down.
You know what? I'm not bothered with you. I'm going to choose to end this program on a good note. This was a very light-hearted program, yet very deep, very deep in terms of its content. Superstitions existed for ever since I know myself, we've always been a very superstitious people. And while at Elsie's funeral today, we heard the Bishop Clive speaking about, how we Grenadians love superstitions. We believe them, we focus on them and all of that. And he was, speaking about how is it that he did not choose to change the passage that he was supposed to do the service, to use for the service. And out of that, what the passage was talking about is about the casting out evil spirits and all that, coincidentally. And here we are talking similar things. And his association to Elsia was to make it about, we need more LCS around. People who would focus on doing good things and occupying young people's time and energy and all that into making positive contributions, instead of us just lying around and just believing in the superstitions and living in wonderland, just constantly wondering about what is happening, what is going to happen, the unknown. Back to the Viking. Scholar, if we had what you call a seer, right?
That's right.
We could have gone and see the seer man. So the seer man could have tell us how we light burning, who's going to kill us, what is going to happen to us, But we don't have that here. So, I think we are all testimonies of how, if we focus on the right things, what is positive, what is good for humanity and all that, we would find that we are not so drawn to all these superstitions, and it would be more like a wow thing when it pops up and we hear about it, as opposed to just living our life in constant fear about the unknown, what we don't know about. So apart from that, I would just like to say congratulations to the Anglican High School. We keep whipping where it comes to the debate, and Niles is part of the team, so I'm really proud of her and that. And we do have black fowls in Guelph. We always had black fowls in Guelph, and we are going to continue having black fowls in Guelph. Black fowls' life matters. I end.
Finley, let me hear you beat that. Let me hear you top that.
That really something.
Let me hear you top that.
Stop.
I can't top that. I think Reece, you end like a boss.
Well, I don't find I could say nothing after that.
I think we should just close.
I think so.
I think we should just shut.
In fact, I think we should join Reece in saying that all of us, Black for Life Matter. Black for Life Matter. Folks, that's all the time we have this evening. Join us next Friday for another episode of Oui Culture. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.
Humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza at a meeting behind closed doors. The Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, has warned that moving more than 1 million people across a war zone to a place with no food, water or accommodation would be extremely hazardous. From New York, here's Neda Tawfiq.
The Secretary-General said...
Kindly greasy pole, and without dance strong, they may pull.